Welcome to UTA Spotlight. I'm Reginald Dadatula.
And I'm Jeremy Portales. This week on UTA Spotlight, we'll focus on a UTA Radio alumni,
A symphony recital,
and a business awards presentation.
Knowing where a journey begins is one thing, but knowing where it will lead is another. Reporter Kevin Mendez recently had the opportunity to see and take a listen to one broadcast student's journey.
When we embark on a journey, there's always a place where we must first begin.
Welcome to UTA Radio. You're now listening to Music in Motion with DJ Rob Poe.
Anthony Roberts began his journey at UTA Radio.
When I was at UTA Radio, it was a great experience getting started, being on iHeartRadio. They have great equipment there, great school, great program. But I felt like it was just time for me to kind of leave the nest, as you know, if you will.
Anthony left the nest and spread his wings as he currently hosts his own show at the Fishbowl Radio Network in Arlington called
The reality is where filtering becomes extinct. And man, we first started out in, I think, March of this year. So when we started out in March, we had just a few listeners that carried over from UTA. So maybe like 100 listeners. Right now, we're at about 5,000 to 6,000 a week. So we roughly average about 25,000 to 30,000 listeners a month right now. It's picked up on social media as far as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and things of that nature. So far as the listenership, it's really growing. We had our first live show in Dallas at Absent Lounge, and we've been doing really good with that, man. We had a turnout of roughly about 75 to 100 people, and we only expected 40. So the radio station loved the turnout. The Absent Lounge, the place where we had the show, they loved it. They gave us VIP cards to come back. So, I mean, it's been going pretty good, man. It's been picking up monthly.
In his show, Anthony discusses various topics that he believes gives the minority
I speak to any and everybody
a voice.
We benefit, and I think our listeners benefit because they can relate to what we're saying. They can relate. We look like them. You know, I think too many times you have people reporting the news that don't look like us, but they're telling us the reasons and the issues of what's wrong with our community, but they really don't know. So I think the fact that we can relate and we look like the people that we're talking to, we look like the people that we're talking about, I think that's beneficial for us, man.
Anthony's character and work ethic has a lot to do with his journey continuing to evolve.
He's so driven and passionate about what he wants to do. There are times where we will literally be in the studio all day, leave and go home, and he's already working on the next thing. So I really don't get to see him relax much because he's always working and trying to get to the next level of what he's doing.
He's real, man. Anthony is real, cut and dry. The show called The Reality Is Where Filtering Becomes Extinct, I think it kind of encompasses his personality to a T, because he's not gonna blow smoke. He's gonna tell you how it is, and you can appreciate that about him because you don't have to guess and ain't no questions. And so he's real. That's the best way I could describe him.
Anthony may not know what awaits on his journey, but he has a goal he wishes to push upon people.
I feel like if you have a respect for people, you know, and you're willing to understand them without judgment, that's my whole thing. I have a motto at the end of every show where I say, inhale courage to exhale success, which is basically saying, be yourself, tap into your inner self and be who you are and have courage to be who you are. Whether it's homosexual, whether it's Hispanic, whether it's black, whether it's white, be who you are. Be honest, be truthful to yourself. And that's my goal, to just push the people.
No matter where Anthony was, or where he is, or where he will be, his voice
We got a good show lined up for you guys today, but
will be heard. Kevin Mendez, UTA News.
Anthony has a show every Saturday at 1 p.m. Download the TuneIn app, search FBRN, and select the Blue Bowl. Fall has come along, and for here at the UTA Arlington Music Department, that means an annual Wind Symphony recital.
As the weeks of October fall by, the UTA Wind Symphony has prepared for their annual fall recital. With exams, concerts, and winter break quickly approaching, it is easy to wonder how someone can manage such a busy schedule.
Both ensembles rehearse Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3.5 hours of my whole day just with rehearsing, and that's not including like the personal preparation I need to do and all my homework, and so yeah, it keeps me busy.
Here in the music building, it's not uncommon to hear young artists practicing their trade. But ask anybody and they'll tell you, the real performances begin on stage. With the night of the concert growing closer and closer, the Wind Symphony gathered together one more time to practice in Irons Recital Hall. Under the direction of Dr. Doug Stoddard, the band has worked tirelessly for months to put together an unforgettable experience consisting of 3 musical arrangements. As the sun set and guests began to arrive at the doors of the mezzanine entrance, it was clear the show was about to begin. The symphony performed to a packed audience and received multiple standing ovations from the crowd. It is clear to see that this night will not be one they soon forget. Landon Hearn, UTA News.
If you'd like to learn more about the UTA concert schedule, visit music.uta.edu. The College of Business recently had their Alumni Awards, and Thomas Host was there for the ceremony.
It was sophistication, glitz, and glamour at the 2015-2016 Annual College of Business Alumni Awards, celebrating its 50th anniversary. The event, hosted by Casherelle Restaurant in Arlington, had many past alumni in attendance for the ceremony.
The College of Business hosts their annual Alumni Awards here every fall, and this semester they're honoring 3 very special individuals.
A nice full-course dinner was provided to all of the attendees, as they all came together to celebrate and recognize the accomplishments set forth by their own. The honorees: John C. Terrell for Outstanding Career Achievement, Kathy Weaver for Outstanding Early Career Achievement, and Eric V. Brown receiving the Dean's Award for Extraordinary Service.
Brown, recipient of the 15-16 Dean's Award for Extraordinary Service.
Well, thank you so much. I am very honored.
Tonight has been really exciting and overwhelming, and I'm just incredibly honored. I didn't see it coming at all.
Well, thank you very much. I hadn't planned on actually making a speech tonight, so I have nothing written. But I will say, that I owe a great deal to the University of Texas at Arlington.
It's kind of a capstone of a lot of work. And so to see that and to be recognized by a university that I hold in such high esteem was incredible.
The ceremony was capped off with a melody of music throughout the evening. Thomas Host, UTA News.
Congratulations to all this year's honorees. That's all we have for this week's Spotlight. I'm Reginald Atatula.
And I'm Jeremy Portales. Be sure to tune in next week where we'll keep you up to date about the UT Arlington and its events.